Welcome, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, the Destin Legend, Leon Rogers. Right in front of me is my man, Big Man, who pushes the buttons and make everything happen. And we are collectively as a unit known as Sports Unplugged. What's good? Hit us up, WGCI.com. Keyword sports. We're streaming live right now. Hit us up on Twitter at Leon Rogers, at Big Man, and of course at Sports Unplugged. Great show today.
We got things to talk about.
Stuff I want to talk about. Let's get it cracking. Let's get right into it. The big hype Super Bowl coming up. San Francisco 49ers, Baltimore Ravens. Two great stories on each side. Colin Kaepernick on San Francisco 49ers, adopted child.
Right. Got a white mama.
Biracial young man.
Yes.
Doing his damn thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
People scared of his tattoos.
Then also a story that gets forgotten about.
Uh-huh.
Young Randy Moss, who decided to come back this year. I'm just saying.
Right.
I still call him Young Moss.
Okay.
Straight cash, homie.
Right.
You know, a lot of that story's going under the radar.
I know.
Randy Moss is playing for a Super Bowl.
Yes, he is.
You know, playing for a ring.
Right.
And it would be great for him to get one, but only one person can win. And everybody's talking about it. Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Who,
weapon.
If he pulls this off,
no weapon.
He should get nominated for a Stellar Award,
an Oscar,
and just a Grammy. Just give them all three. Because
a Tony.
To drop the fact that I'm retiring right before the playoffs,
right?
To put pressure on the whole team, let's win it for Ray, and then to get on camera and say, you know, that's what it is, man. This thing is great, man. No weapon formed. No weapon formed against this team. Prosper. I mean, oh man, this is just crazy. I go out there and tear linebackers' damn heads off, and then I just look and I think, God, man, this is my last ride. No matter what happens, great.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love it.
Right.
It's inspired Joe Flacco,
right,
who is the baddest mamma jamma in
right
postseason as it is.
Yeah. I mean, the man has, 7 wins?
Yeah, and that's going to be a little side note. I got a question about him,
yeah,
too, you know. But let's get right into it.
He can get his money.
Is Ray Lewis?
I'm
coming right out the gate with it, man.
Man, you just...
Is Ray Lewis...
Forget about the games.
Yeah, I don't... Listen.
Okay. Go ahead. Do your thing.
The games were great, but I want to jump on this first.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
Is Ray Lewis the best linebacker/leader ever in the NFL?
See, here's the thing about linebackers and defensive players and things like that, tackles. I mean, what are we going by? Are we just going?
We are going by his numbers. We are going by his productivity over the 17 years he's been in the league. We are going by how teams follow him into battle. He is the William Wallace of the Baltimore Ravens.
Braveheart reference.
Gladiator. He is Maximus.
Okay.
He is Achilles.
Okay.
In Troy. They follow him.
Look, it is.
Is he the best? Is he the best linebacker? And it could be a two-part thing.
Linebacker or middle linebacker, or doesn't it just best linebacker?
He could be the best linebacker and not the best leader, or he could be the best leader and not the best linebacker. But what I'm saying, leader,
I'm not going to say he's the best leader. I mean, he is a great leader.
Who leads better?
No, I mean, he's a great leader. I mean, maybe how about inspiration? Or is it all the same thing?
It's all the same. Leaders inspire you.
I'm just saying there's a lot of great leaders that came through.
Name leaders that have been. Listen, the last time I can remember somebody
on the defensive side.
No, period. In the NFL, not coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Not coaches. Let's take coaches out the equation because coach, that's his job to lead.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, on the field players, I haven't seen anybody in the history of the NFL, other than Joe Namath, call a shot like that. Joe Namath came out and just said, "We win the Super Bowl. It is what it is." Now Ray and the guys rallied around that and followed that.
Well, he never said they're going to win the Super Bowl. He just said, "This is my last ride." And they took it for what it is. The thing is, Ray, whenever they got Ray's been in the postseason almost every year over like the past 8-9 years. It feels like I don't think he's missed that. It feels like he hasn't missed one. But whenever he goes into these postseasons, Ray's always pumped up. This is how he is, and they haven't quite got there. This year they did.
But is that part of being a leader?
It could. No. I mean, here look. Here's the thing. Sometimes great leaders are not the ones that are so vocal. The thing is, we see Ray Lewis. We see the speeches, the inside the locker room speeches. We see all that. There are some leaders that are out there that are probably just as good as Ray Lewis that you don't see all the hoopla around.
Who?
I'm just saying that there might be.
But when
I'm just saying from our perspective, yes, we see Ray Lewis lead. We see him do it all the time. I'm not taking anything against him. I'm just being a devil's advocate here because at the end of the day, I love Ray Lewis.
And I think purple for crying out loud.
Here's the thing. I think personally, he is probably the best linebacker
ever.
I'd have to put it up there because this man's been playing since 1996.
All right, let's talk.
And he's playing at a high level.
Let's go to Twitter.
And it's like, what, his 17th year?
Let's go to Twitter. Stephen B. Young mentioned us. He says, Ray Lewis is great at motivations.
Motivational speaking?
Speaking. He said, all-time greatest linebacker? No, but he puts him in the top 5. Now, I want to give it to him, but I can't for the simple fact I've seen Lawrence Taylor play,
and
I've seen the guy from Kansas City that died.
Was he a linebacker?
He was a linebacker. He was an outside
Derek
linebacker.
Brooks?
Derek Brooks.
Not Derek Brooks. I'm sorry.
Derek Thomas. One of the greatest pass rushing linebackers, not right up there with Lawrence Taylor. I would say the greatest linebacker of all time is Lawrence Taylor. To me, that's just my opinion. All right,
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's why I said, do you want to say linebacker or middle linebacker?
I'm not linebacker.
Because the thing is, when you have an outside linebacker like Lawrence Taylor, whose sole job was to search and destroy the quarterback, he was the best. There's no question about it.
Linebacker position. I give it to.
I'm just saying,
Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor didn't do it as long as Ray Lewis did at the high level Ray Lewis has played at. Lawrence Taylor didn't do it as long.
But his numbers.
His sacks, his sacks numbers, of course. But the thing is,
tackles are crazy too.
But was Ray Lewis? Was Ray Lewis? He tackles. You got to look at the field. The reason why I say tackles is because some people give tackles sometimes when you fall in a pile, you might get half a tackle for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the.
But that goes for everybody.
I understand that. It's tackles.
It's not just limited to middle linebacker.
No, I understand that, but the thing is, Ray Lewis wasn't asked to rush the quarterback like Lawrence Taylor's job was to rush the quarterback. Okay, and he was great at it.
So let me ask you a question. And this is why I say I give Lawrence the nod because he probably had to deal with more. He probably had to take on offensive linemen everywhere.
He did. But
Ray got big boys up front to keep the linemen off.
Okay, and I can give you're absolutely right on that. The thing is, those offensive linemen couldn't handle Lawrence Taylor. They didn't know what to do with him. They never seen nothing like that.
Somebody that got double team, chipped, and everything.
Right.
Still got the quarterback. And that's the only reason. For us leader, I will say to me, he's the greatest leader in the history. No one rallies the troops as still a Chris Berman line. Nobody rallies the troops like Ray Lewis.
I can give you that. And the thing about this whole past weekend and this whole playoffs, basically, and something that Stephen A. Smith.
Now let's talk about the game.
Let's stay with Ray Lewis because I want to hear your thoughts on this because they brought this up on First Take the other day, and I thought it was quite interesting because the thing is, the minute that Ray Lewis made it to the Super Bowl, I saw one of my boys on Facebook said, "Man, I wish Ray Lewis was my dad." This is a white guy.
Wow.
And he's I want Ray Lewis to be my dad. He's joking around. He just loved Ray Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so, one of his friends said, "Oh yeah, you want a murderer to be your dad?" I wasn't ready for this. I didn't see this coming. The minute this happened, and he's praising God, and he's no weapon and all this out the woodworks, everybody brings up 2000 Atlanta.
Right. 2000.
They bring up something from 12 years ago, over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The murder trial and him being acquitted and him having getting he didn't get acquitted. He
He flipped.
Yeah.
He told on somebody.
Yeah.
Which what you're supposed to do. His football career was in jeopardy. These Negroes went out here and stabbed this man. Yeah, I lied about it first. I was scared. They threatened my life. But now you're going to jail, and I'm going to go on to win the Super Bowl, be MVP, go to Disney World, and get back to a Super Bowl and be heralded as the greatest linebacker ever.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to throw y'all a little cash, though, because I know y'all do.
Yeah.
But I mean, he didn't stab the guy.
I don't think he's that, but that's the thing. That's everyone's bringing up the murder, and of course, because he's the name from that, everyone's talking about this guy is not that great. He killed somebody. I mean, whoa. When did he kill somebody? You know what I'm saying? Did he lie about it?
Yes.
He lied about it.
Who did it?
Who did it? And or their affiliation with it.
Tried to cover
you know
it
what I'm
up.
saying? He tried to cover it up.
Yeah.
But guess what? In most situations, most of us would lie in certain situations. You know what I'm saying?
Them your boys.
Especially if those are your friends, you're trying to get out of a situation, trying to get everybody out of the situation, is what you're going to do. But it just amazes me that whenever Ray Lewis does something good or he's in a spotlight position, they bring up the murder trial.
And if you have to go back that far, because other than that, he's been a role model citizen.
I mean, the guy was in his, I don't know, how old is he now?
Ray's got to be
like 30-something?
30.
So he was in his 20s?
Yeah.
He was in his fourth year in the league when that happened.
He was a kid.
He was the fourth year in the league when that happened, so you can't tell me that the man can't change.
And listen, I listen, do sometimes the whole no weapon before me stuff.
Does that make you uncomfortable?
It gets a little old. I mean, I listen. I'm gonna make a lot of church people mad, but I'm one of them people. If you always just shouting out your faith, after a while it becomes a dog and pony show.
Mm-hmm.
Like you walk by faith, people know it.
Right.
And not to turn this into a religious show.
Right.
I know somebody who's grounded in their faith. I can look at them. I can tell by their mannerisms, how they walk and they talk.
Right.
A person that's constantly throwing it in my face that they then turn their life over to God, you're usually going to be on some bullshit somewhere down the line.
Well, and that's something they also brought up with what's the difference between Ray Lewis and Tim Tebow. Like, Tim Tebow got killed for how much he showed his faith. Well, Ray Lewis, I think, shows it more, but he gets kind of...
Well, no, there's a difference. Now, and I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
There's a slight difference, but there's a difference. Tim Tebow leads into his faith right off the bat, whereas Ray is always asked a question, and then he interjects something about his faith into the answer.
Right.
There's a big difference than coming out, and everything is
and
that picture was painted on him from Florida, from college.
And what I told somebody, it was like his faith is one of the things that made him famous.
He was. Right.
Ray Lewis is using his faith.
His trials and tribulation and his conversion to faith is now just added to his legacy because Ray Lewis is a baller in the league.
Right.
There's no way on the talent level. There's two different things.
And the respect this man gets around the league is amazing to me.
He's like a sensei to a lot of the guys. And when
people love him.
Guys from other teams, white, black, others, say, hey, Ray Lewis is a guy I look to. Man, I wish, I could study under him. This dude is like a sensei. And the other guys say Tim Tebow is a nice guy.
Yeah.
They were just more so.
He ain't got no game. Got you.
And they were more so sickened at the fact that the media kept him in the spotlight.
Real quick before we move on, Wes Welker's wife is one of the people that brought up the murder trial. She said, Ray Lewis.
Yeah. Not only did she bring that
murder
up,
trial, 4 kids, 6 kids.
About 4 different wives.
4 wives.
Listen, let me tell you
She's
something.
like, what a role model.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, Leon Rogers, the floor is yours.
I'm going to get in trouble for that because I'm finna use
Go ahead.
an adult word.
I know.
Patriots need to keep their bitches in check, dog.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
But it is what it is. Tom Brady went through it last year when they lost. Gisele Bündchen throwing his teammates under the bus. Hey, baby, stay your lane and walk the runway. I quarterback this team. Wes Welker, I don't know what his wife do, but every picture I saw of her, she had on a Hooters top. You know what I'm saying? Wes, you need to tell her, hey, shout it. I dropped 2 passes. You really don't need to bring no attention to us. I dropped 2 passes.
2 big passes.
That could have kept a drive going. And it's the second year in a row I've done that.
Right.
I need you to.
Hold on. And my contract's up.
I need you.
Shut up.
Don't pull a Glenn Rice wife. Remember how he got ran out of L.A. because she ran her mouth about him not getting the ball?
Yeah.
I just need you to be quiet, boo. Just be quiet, baby. I got this on the field. Talk all you want in the house. The leaders on the field stuff alone, man. When we come back, we're going to look at the games that took place over the weekend that decided the Super Bowl between Atlanta and San Francisco, and the Ravens story continues. It all is right here, Sports Unplugged. We'll be right back. Remember, go to WGCI.com, keyword sports. Check us out streaming live. Follow us on Twitter, man. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Miller Lite.
Yes, sir.